It looks like my brother Keith in a log.
A little straw hat. Wow.
It's in Wolf Post file. That's in California. That's near where I live.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Was that natural formation?
Yeah, it's salt.
It's just like the ones we have here.
We have it here in
Smaller.
Washington State.
Are those sideways? So that means that the crest is altered. It's no longer.
Or the earth moved.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh. Hot
Spring
spring
bass.
bass.
Right by
Let's
your convenience by the Inyo National Forest. Yeah, so I lived in Inyo County.
Okay.
Probably the Owens River.
Fire.
I guess that's Keith.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Another picture, Keith.
I'm thinking, yeah, that's interesting. It looks like an improved campsite. I just don't remember any of this. I do remember that tent. It took 4 of us to put it up. It's solid canvas. It was really heavy. Big tent though.
Wow. You guys had air mattresses?
Yeah, we had air mattresses.
Poppy? Yeah.
So this might be the first camping trip that we ever took, I'm guessing.
Wow.
California's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you know where this is?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Your dad loved taking pictures?
He doesn't seem to be a guy that took a lot of pictures. So that car there in the background, that's a 1955 Lincoln Premier. And so this particular trip, we were driving that thing over that solid rock, you know?
Yeah.
And we got, in one place, it was so low, we had to take stuff out of the back of the car and go up to where we're supposed to go and then come back and pick up the rest of it. That's what I learned how to drive in.
They got Laura Scudder's potato chips there on the table.
Yeah.
They're the colors.
What was your favorite thing that your mom cooked when you were camping?
That's probably the cakes.
The cakes.
Baked cakes.
Of
Yep.
course, Scraminated did.
She had, oh, bad boys.
Whoa. Those are naughty boys. What were you two up to?
I have no idea.
That's kind of a cool picture, though.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
You know, the light.
The light and the old cars behind it.
The expressions on their face.
Oh, yeah. They're ready for a
Of
fight.
course, it was my father taking the pictures. What does he want?
I made it to the top of the hill. Passed.
Is that snow or is it
That's the one granite.
worn granite?
That's what it's like.
This probably was the first camping trip we went on.
I might be Yosemite.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it is Yosemite.
So is that half dome right
Yep,
there?
yep. What's funny is Yosemite is one side of the mountains, Inyo is on the other side. So,
It's been quite a trip.
Yeah, they started really buying nice camping gear once they figured out they liked it. I think it was once my dad figured out he liked it.
yeah, look at the wings on that thing.
That station wagon is
59 Chevy Bel Air. It looks like another Bel Air. Yeah.
Look at those electrical poles and how rickety they look
Yeah.
compared to what they do now. Oh, so that's quite a road.
So, 1960, there weren't a lot of really great roads in and out of these parks
Yeah.
like there are now.
So you just had to rough it
Yeah. In a Lincoln.
in a Lincoln. There's probably enough space for you and your brother both lay down in the back seat.
One of us could lay on the seat and one could actually lay on the floor.
Yeah.
It's a great car to travel long distances in.
Oh.
And so that's our car, but this is how my dad would pack. He had this wooden box. You see how big it is,
Yeah.
and he would pack everything into it. But there was no such thing as packing light.
Because nothing was light.
Yeah. So and that was one of the things that we had to take out of the car and go up to where we were going and then come back and unload and then come back and get that. It was just the trunk was huge, of course, but man, my dad, that tent was heavy even.
So you got to experience things other kids probably wouldn't have done. Their parents would never have done that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Camping wasn't a big recreational activity at the time. Campgrounds weren't improved. There weren't outhouses and showers. I just remember when we started driving up to Oregon, we would leave the house at like 2 in the morning in the summertime in August because it was cooler then, and we would be driving through some really warm parts of California.
Oh yeah.
And so it was always pretty comfortable. I don't know if that car had air conditioning.
Probably not.
What about Paula?
And did both your parents smoke while you guys were in the car?
Yeah, my mom would smoke, and my dad smoked cigars, pipes, and chewed tobacco.
Oh.
There's that wonderful car. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
That looks like it was luxury.
There's
Yeah,
beautiful color on it too.
Yeah, nice.
That baby
it's a beige, yeah. What a car that was.
Did he install that rack on top of the car himself?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
What dam is this?
What?
Do you know
Could be
that?
Shasta, I don't know.
Maybe Shasta.
Is that when Shasta goes
No,
in?
it's backing up the water so it feeds the California aqueduct. That's what that is.
Oh,
Well, look how much that's showing.
wow. That's where grease was formed, right? In one of those aqueducts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Those are the flood channels of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Tons of things have been filmed there.
Oh, look at that. That's
Been terraced or-
blanket.
Is that wineland?
Might be.
It looks like for
Looks
wine.
very wine.
Looks like we're in Northern California.
It'd be pretty early, wasn't it?
Oh, what a great picture. Look at that.
It really look like Eli there.
Yeah, you do look like Eli. Or Eli looks like you in that.
Really?
Yeah, that's
nose,
very
the
Eli.
ears,
Let's see if
and
I can get it focused better. Look at that. That is Eli's.
Wow.
Yeah, like mix of Ethan and Eli.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Look how many different variations of you there are, Dad.
Yeah. So that's my grandparents' house in Southern Oregon, in Medford. Just a nice country farmhouse.
Is that where Grandma grew up?
Oh no, when my grandfather retired, they moved from like Berkeley, that's where they were living in
Uh-huh.
California, up to here.
Oh, okay. Look at that stone.
Yeah.
Looks like someone took to the salt and named their chimney.
Yeah. Well, how cool. Oh yeah, out porch and everything.
See some of that around here.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, neat.
Alright, your swimming hole.
Ye old swimming hole.
That's cool.
I think that's the trailings from the mine. They're getting their daily dose of heavy metals.
Oh,
Okay, San Mateo County Memorial Park.
It's a Bay Area.
oh,
It's without a.
who's that? Do you know who that is?
Well, yeah, it was our dog.
What was its name?
I don't know.
Anything you remember about that dog?
You just couldn't keep it in. If it got out in the front yard, it would run.
Oh, looks like a beagle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're busy.
Her name might have been Cricket.
Cricket. Oh.
Wow, they look like Mormon missionaries.
Does
Isn't that the
did
truth?
Keith hurt his foot?
I have no idea.
Look at you
You-
guys.
But I look so much taller.
You always have been bigger than Keith.
Well, bigger, but never taller.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe that. Oh, eighth. I think it might be 8th grade graduation. I read that on the box.
Ah,
Yeah,
you have a hanky in your pocket.
that's
Nice.
that's what you did. He and my brother and I had ballroom dance lessons that year,
Really?
so we
Oh.
knew how to invite a girl out onto the dance floor, and after the dance, escort her back to her seat, and say how enjoyable it was.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
And that was part of the lessons? Was it through school or
You-
something your
no,
mom
no, it
had?
was something my mom enrolled us in.
These are so cute.
Well, you look so much smaller.
He is.
He is.
He's very slight.
His
Well,
person-
this is 8th grade,
His
so
personality probably made up for it.
yeah,
you know,
I'm
like-
sure. I don't. It didn't stay that way.
No. You guys don't look like twins.
No.
No.
I mean, look
Not
at your
all.
hand size, Dad.
It's twice the size.
Yeah. You're a monster.
Well, now when I went into the Coast Guard, I didn't have any problem getting in, but he did. He enlisted 6 months after I did, and they wouldn't accept him because he didn't weigh enough.
I had that problem. I had to gain 5 pounds to go
And
on the
so
Navy now.
my mother pumped him full of milkshakes,
Yep.
and I don't know if she got a doctor's certificate or what, but that would have been 5 years after these photos were taken.
Yeah.
Pumpkin milk with milkshakes.
I had to drink Slim Flash with all 3 meals to
Yeah,
gain 5 pounds.
wow.
Took me a month.
There's an iron there.
Now, I would love to have that problem.
While drinking Slim Fast to gain pounds.
Huh?
You're drinking Slim Fast to gain weight.
With my meals, yeah. There's
Maybe
maybe
your dad-
cricket.
And
Yeah.
your dad like, well, puppies are always cute.
No, you always like the cats, not I.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
Rare
So
snow?
yeah, that could have been on our birthday in January of 19 blah 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 blah. So sometimes, but yeah, I only remember it snowing once, and I remember once Keith and I and a bunch of our friends went across the street behind our houses where the orchards were and made snowballs, put rocks in them, and threw them at cars.
Oh, you like in your pen?
It's the gang of boys.
Yep. Rocks in and threw them at cars.
Somewhere at the beach. In the shadow.
Shut up. So
Yeah.
that's Grandma and
Keith,
Were you taking the picture, you think?
I could be, I don't know.
Look at all that, hauling all that just to go to the beach.
We used to go to the beach quite a bit because we live 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Nice thing to do on a hot summer night, you know.
Oh yeah. And
Right,
it gets the
through the
kids' energy out.
Santa Cruz Mountains and
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a pretty picture. Look at the cloud formation. That is cool. I understand why you took that picture. Whoa, look at that one. Got some interesting clouds going on
yeah.
here. Now, what did your grandfathers do? Their careers.
Never met my father's father. I don't know he was raised by his grandmother, didn't live with his mother. So I don't really know much about that. I do know that when Keith and I were born, we got teddy bears from his mother.
Oh,
And we have a quilt, and you've seen it,
yeah.
that I believe was made by either his grandmother or his mother. That's the extent of my knowledge. My mother's father, he worked in the frozen food industry in the Bay Area, which was a big deal in the 50s.
Absolutely, they learned to flash freeze.
Yeah.
That changed everything.
And he knew a lot about horticulture and flowers and stuff like that. They all did, that was just something that they really, really,
Oh,
really
the chain
enjoyed.
of.
Do you know all those?
I don't know who these people are, unless they're our family and the family that was across the street, and they had 3 kids. I don't. We sometimes would do things with them. I don't know.
That sled would probably go so fast.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. They have an amazing hill to have it.
There's a butt. Let's see here. Well, there you are. And there's Keith, right? Keith's in the tan
I
and
guess.
an action photo. Did you get to go sledding a lot, or?
Well, no,
Or
because
everything?
the snow wasn't that close.
Oh, you had to travel for snow, right?
Yeah, that time it snowed actually in our town was a really unusual thing.
Oh, was that a crash?
I don't know. I just remember my father and the guy across the street made a sled that would hold 7 of us.
Wow.
And they got old skis, and then they built the sled on top of the skis, and they actually built it so it could turn. I don't know if it survived. Those things really get punished.
Look at here, right there.
And look at the food.
It's like, I like bacon. Oh, it has a baby.
Oh,
2 of them. Oh,
oh yeah, I see the one in the
So
background.
animal protection laws hadn't been implemented yet.
no, probably, Smokey the Bear was still. It's Grandma. He must have been making a snowman or something.
Yeah.
Was the journey to the snow difficult?
I don't remember, but no one would have snow tires. You might have chains, but why is beyond me, unless you regularly went into the snow.
Oh, those are what, clams?
Clams.
I don't know who that woman is.
Oh
She's
yeah.
teaching you
that's
the way of the clams.
Hold it 3 feet away from your body.
extra springs.
There's
Grandma.
and it looks like could be my sister. I don't know. Hard to
Just
say.
Somebody passed out on the blanket. Probably one of you.
Yeah.
Oh, got the sunburn.
No, it must be the beach though, huh? Oh, this is clamming.
Yeah.
Up there in the bay somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Remember Grandpa Bob took us clamming when we were little? At Coos Bay?
Yeah.
You remember that? No.
I do remember at
That's
Coos
when
Bay.
we
Yeah.
forgot the poles for our tent.
I do remember that.
And we had
Yeah,
to,
you're not the only one to ever do that. I've heard of others.
yeah. Oh,
Okay, so
gosh.
that's the first picture.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'll
if you click pause, you do the pause button there, or you can stop.
Stop,
and then we'll
stop.
discover